Vicky, now we spoke after the World Cup game against Papua New Guinea, I think, which seems a long time ago now. Since then, you've won at Wembley.
Yeah.
How are you feeling going into the new season?
I'm really excited. Just listen to the people talk there, like Tom saying how far the women's game's come and the different competitions and he's got going on. It's just really exciting. It feels like it's going to go up another level, like he said, and yeah, just really excited.
Does that put pressure on you as St Helens because you're one of the teams at the top that people are trying to chase down then?
I think there's pressure every year. I think, if you're one of the top performing sides, I think there's pressure every year, and I think we like to be under pressure. I think, like Mike Rush said a couple of weeks ago, as a club we thrive under pressure. I think we kind of like it when it doesn't go our way, so we can kind of go, okay, watch this. So we're looking forward to it.
After the Challenge Cup win, obviously at Wembley, which was a great occasion, missed out on the grand final. How gutting was that? Obviously you had that great moment in the middle of the season, but not able to finish the story.
Yeah, obviously it's gutting not getting to a final. We want to be at the big occasions, and I think obviously 2021 we had a really successful year winning the treble, and that's something that we strive for every year. We want to be up there. We want to be in contention for those trophies. So to miss out just short was it was gutting.
Signing the contracts last week. Got to ask this: were they real contracts, or were they just fake bits of paper in front of you?
Yeah, so the match payment agreements. So they were the real thing. So they're just like an agreement between us and the club to say you're getting paid for the matches that you play, and so it was a very special day for everyone.
As long as it wasn't a prop, that's the main thing. I mean, you mentioned it's special, and the players I spoke to last week said the same as well, but it's the other parts of the support from the club, the medical and so on and so forth.
Yeah, so I've recently just had surgery on my knee, just a little clear out, so nothing major, but the contrast from that compared to what I went through with my ACL, obviously still with St Helens, but the infrastructure wasn't quite there yet, and to say the difference between that and what I've had done recently was just massive. Like the time frame for a start was just so quick compared to that, and then how I was taken care of by the hospital, by medical staff that are available for us at Saints. They've got it really right at Saints, and I think that's one of the biggest things that I'm proud of being part of the club, is that they've actually got the infrastructure right before moving into paying girls, all that sort of stuff, which is great, but they've got the basics right, and they've got the things that matter the most to players right.
Are you one of those who was a Saints fan from a kid, or you?
No. So I'm a Widnes girl. So I grew up watching Widnes Vikings. In fact, it was Widnes Vikings coming into my primary school that got me involved in the sport to begin with. So that's their little claim. But no, I only started watching the men's team when I joined the women's side. I just started following them on socials and thought, I'll follow this, see if they post anything about us, and then started following that, and I was like, actually the men's team are actually pretty good. I'll go down to a few games, and absolutely love watching them now.
Talking about TikTok on stage, well, I am on TikTok, but I am very old as well, so I don't really understand what's going on, but I'm putting social media in terms of growing women's rugby league to a different audience.
Yeah, I think it's massive. I think I read something once, it was from a fan, and it said something about clubs can only promote players so much, but it's up to the player themselves to show their personality and to promote themselves, essentially. We've got Emily Rudge, who's just the queen of reels in TikTok. She absolutely is. Every trade, I think she's been told off now to put her phone away at a certain point, but she's great. She shows off personalities, she gets different people involved, and it just gives fans something else to. It's not just the usual boring, they've scored this many tries or this, or you get to actually see the people, and I think people buy into people, and if you can see someone's personality, then you're more likely to associate with that person and want them to do well. So yeah.
I don't want to say something about the people I follow on Instagram, but is that something the men could do more of then to make themselves more personable to you people?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, I think I heard that apparently the men watch Emily's reels and think that they're great, so maybe get them involved. I could see them doing a left or right sort of reel. No, maybe not.